When the Bible said stop having sexual intercourse outside of marriage, a lot of us thought that was stopping us from having fun. However, this video will show you one of the reasons as to why God says that thing. So let's get into it. So this situation has been on the internet, not really like blowing up, but it is a very interesting video to say the least. If you don't know who this individual is, her name is Brittany Renner, and long story short, she's known online for being very promiscuous. She was a very proud promiscuous person. She would say a bunch of things and act a certain type of way. A few years back, mind you, Brittany Renner is like 30 something years old, and she ended up going out with a young NBA star. So there's a 6-year age gap between the two. A lot of people on the internet had problems with this because, well, grooming, but I guess people don't really care about it if it's a woman doing it to a guy, right? I hate the society. But anyways, yeah, she did that, and you know, this boy ends up following her, PJ Washington. What ends up happening is that they're in a relationship and they end up having a baby. A lot of people could see this from a mile away that this relationship was not going to last, but they try to convince us that the otherwise would not happen. But as you can probably expect, the relationship scattered, and now they share custody of their child. Now, the thing is with this Brittany Renner woman is that she is a very bad influence. And I'm not going to sit here and say that PJ Washington isn't part of that bad influence as well. Clearly, he made a lot of silly choices, but we're going to hold more accountability to the older woman because she is older and meant to be wiser. Which, by the way, side context, I did want to put this clip in here because before you guys say X, Y, and Z, we have to also remember that this woman proudly said that she is going to baby trap a sports player because they don't use condoms and stuff like that. So let me put that up here.
So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off of me, I mean, you could just fucking athlete. They're really dumb.
I put this video up on the screen because it's to show you how manipulative and calculated this movement was with her. However, the problem is because they are in a relationship, the woman ends up being bitter. And we're going to see that in this video, so let's react to it.
Okay, hold on, pause. This is what we're not doing. So every time that he does this, I'm gonna record this because that's not okay. I'm just letting you know. No, the thing is, this is the third time he's done it. This is the third time he's done it. He doesn't want to go with you. So actually show up. Actually show up and do something then with him. Because he does this every time. No, it's not. No, it's not. It ain't because anybody babysit him. You gonna give him his bag and stuff?
That's terrible. 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, no, it's not that at all. No, it's not. No, yeah, I will. But I'm telling you right now, every single time you come here and he cries, we're gonna record that. And it's what? Hey, it's up with me. Just know that it's up.
What'd you say?
I'd love to.
What'd you say?
I didn't stutter.
I didn't hear you say it again.
Suck my dick.
If you had one, maybe I would.
Where that bitch?
Pussy ass
Hey, you
bitch.
wish I would.
Pussy ass. What the fuck you looking at?
That's on my way, bitch.
Get your bitch ass out my driveway, ho.
Dick, you don't pay for shit.
Fuck you. You don't pay for shit either. $170,000 to your hoe, but $11,000 in your son's bank account. $11,000 in your son's bank account, but $170 for that bitch. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car. Come on.
Now, her argument for putting up this video was that the baby cries anytime that is being handed over to the father. But if you've been around children, you know that children often cry for no reason. It's more of kind of a separation anxiety type of thing where if they are leaving their usual domain, they'll usually get upset and they will eventually adapt to that new domain that they are being put in. But more so the fact we have to understand that babies like familiarity. I have a little cousin who's so annoying. He does this ish all the time. Like, he be crying when he's in my house and it's like, you see us every Sunday. So why are you crying? You know, like, just because you went from your house to this house, you're crying every single time you have to come here. But it's because of like the separation anxiety, and as he's getting older it stopped. But golly, that crying, even it right now, rings in my head. But I'm not gonna get into that because I'm gonna end up ranting the whole video about my cousin. But you know, this is why the baby is upset. Separation anxiety. He's leaving what is familiar, and unfamiliarity can be uncomfortable for certain types of babies. Some babies just don't like the uncomfortable feeling of not knowing where they are and not having control of where they are. So that's simply what's happening here. But she is trying to spin a narrative as if the father is making the baby uncomfortable, which is evil. Now, we've already established that this woman is a calculative bastard. But to show you how even more calculated she is, You have to understand, she got her, whoever is recording, I think it's her mom, to record this whole interaction and came with the intention that she was going to do something stupid like this. And then she tried to make a problem as if the internet was going to be on her side. But simply put it, the guy picked up his kid, ignored her, and walked away. And now, obviously, because she didn't get the interaction she was looking for, because she didn't get the, anger or the thing that she could use against this man to put him in trouble because she couldn't baby trap him with enough money and stuff like that, what ended up happening is that she got all angry and started following the guy around. You can see her barking at him, trying to bark her reaction. I'm really happy with what he said. I'm not going to repeat what he said, but I am glad he said that. Because when you see bad people trying to put you in a position where they know you're going to get in trouble and they're constantly trying to egg you on so that you can't put yourself in trouble, that's just simply what you have to do. A lot of you guys will sit there thinking you have to debate and defend yourself, whatever it is. But what you'll understand is that a lot of people that are bad like this already have it planned what they are going to do to you and how they're going to do it to you, to the point where even if you explain yourself, even if you defend yourself, even if you're in the right, they ain't listening to all that because they've come with a calculated demonic intention to land you in trouble. Literally speaking, he could already see through the BS, and he told this woman to, what he said. And I think it's hilarious because he didn't fall for the games. And you could see the demons manifested as to how angry she's getting because dude didn't fall for the games. Why would he fall for games? Because he knows the type of woman this is. And I also love the fact that his wife stood up for him as well. That was a beautiful display to see. They could see they're constantly trying to egg him on to do things like this. I guess two things can be taken away from this video. The simple one is that when you are involved with people that are negative around you, whether it be at work or whether it be in your family or friends, you have to be aware that some of them are calculated. And they are coming with the intention to land you in trouble. Heck, it could even be some of your bad friends or some of your bad relationship partners or some of your bad family members. They're coming with the intention to land you in trouble. And they already have a plan as how they're going to do it. They just need to take power over the weakness that you've displayed, which it could be emotional control. Maybe you're bad at that and you get your buttons can easily be pushed, or it can be pushed to a certain level where they expect you to spark out and then manipulate the story as if they're the victim. They sometimes do that. But point is, don't fall for the fugazi, don't fall for the traps, because that's how people would try to land you in ish. In addition to that, like I said in the beginning of the video, guys, I know a lot of you guys don't like hearing about the Bible. I know a lot of you guys click out as soon as you hear about God. But to the individual who is going to stay, because I need you to stay, every video I'm going to talk about God's way. You're going to have to get used to it. That's me. I use these videos to grab you and explain the gospel. And what I'm going to tell you about the gospel is that do not ever think that lust will ever serve you in any grand scheme of things, because in the moment it may feel nice, whether it be you're masturbating or you're having sex with people. It may feel nice in the moment. However, the long term could lead to situations like PJ watched it. This is just the situation with a bad baby mother who is constantly at his neck trying to do evil stuff to him and putting him in a compromising position where he wants to see his child, who is innocent in the matter, but at the same time he has to deal with the demonic woman who's constantly trying to get at him, do all these manipulative tactics, and that's one person to fight every single time. In addition to that, that could not be the only situation we could get into. You could get an STD. You could get into an emotional traumatic thing where you thought you could connect with this person and they manipulate you into doing certain things or behaving in certain types of way, and many other things that come from sexual intercourse. But the point is, when God says don't have sex outside of marriage, he's not doing that because he's a boring person. God's a pretty cool guy. Trust me, I know him. I speak to him quite frequently. But when he says this side of things, it's to protect you. You have to understand that that kind of intimate thing is to be done with someone that you care about, someone that you can trust, someone that you can rely on, someone that you know is safe. But you do it any Tom, Dick, and Harry with a bunch of people that are not safe, and you don't know the context of the character. You put yourself in positions where you could get SA allegations, bad baby mother, STDs, mental distress, whatever the case may be. It will always lead to something bad, and I hate that for you guys because it's so easily avoidable. This situation annoys me because I don't feel sorry for the dude because he's silly, but at the same time, he's young. Clearly, he has lost control issues. He thinks that someone that he's seen online he can finally get access to, but she's more calculated than that. It's annoying to see that he's put himself in that position, but it could be you tomorrow. It could be a family member, God forbid, but you need to make sure that you're clued up on these things. Do not ever think that lust will ever serve you in any type of way. Even the masturbation kind, even if it's not with someone else, masturbation still has its own bad situation, to the sense that like you could get addicted and have sensory overload to the point where you don't feel anything good apart from masturbation. Or I could get to the point where masturbation isn't even good anymore and you start to go to more demonic avenues of satisfying yourself. But the point is, make sure that you have your lust under control. Man or woman watching this, keep your lust under control. Don't let it put you in a position where it's 2-minute pleasure. My mom always said this: don't put yourself in a position where you're in 2-minute pleasure and you get long-term consequences. I'd hate that. STDs are running rampant now. They're saying that herpes is normal to have now. Golly, we have reached some dark times. But I need you guys to be clued up. I need you guys to be careful. I need you guys to stay safe out here, because there's demons out here in all types of forms. But you're not seeing it that way. It's bigger than sex. There's a lot of things that could come after. So please be safe out there. Don't mess up like this guy. But what do you guys think of this whole situation? Do you agree with what I'm saying? Have you experienced a situation or know of someone like that? I'm really interested to see all the things you guys have to say in the comments. Even if you just want to say a nice supportive one, you do that. With that being said, my people, that's the end of this video. God bless, take care, and I'll see you guys next time.